Okay. So we welcome to Introductory Performance Seminar for August 28th. We have two lovely ladies with us today that are going to play for us. When it's your turn, make sure you say who you are and what you're going to play. Okay. So let's go with, is it Naya? Is that correct? Okay. You go first, ma'am. You got to say who you are and what you're playing, Big. That's okay.
My name is Naya, and I'm going to be playing the harp.
Very nice. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Good job. Okay. And next we have Kaya. Okay.
My name's Kaya, and I'm going to play Minuet in F.
Kaya, you need to turn on your original sound.
Sorry.
That's okay. Very nice. Very nice. Good job. Okay. So we will start with Miss Naya. How do you think you did?
Good.
Good. Okay. Are you playing on a keyboard that has a pedal?
No.
No. Okay. So there's a kind of a trick you can do when you don't have a pedal, but the song asks you for a pedal. You can make the notes a little longer as you play them. So you hold them down just a little bit more and make it a little smoother. And that'll give the illusion of a pedal being played. Because when you play the sustain pedal, it sustains the notes, right? So if you're playing and you hold them down just a little bit and try to make it nice and smooth in between each one, it'll give that illusion. Can you try it for me? Can you play the first two measures and try to make it nice and smooth? Okay. Yes. Between the last note on your left hand and your first note on your right hand, try to hold that left note just a little bit longer and then do it again. But that was exactly it. Try it again for me. There you go. Kind of gives the illusion that you have a pedal going, right? It made it a little bit smoother. Good. Um, let's see. Have you started working on these things right here? What are these? This MF and this P down here. What are those called?
Me, medium foot.
Yep. Medium forte, which means what?
You play longer.
Have you learned about dynamics yet? Yeah. So medium forte. Forte means loud, right? Like with force, forte. So it's medium forte at the beginning. But then at measure 9, there's this little P. Do you remember what P stands for? You're playing it, by the way.
I don't.
P stands for piano, which means soft. And the reason why we have the dynamics and it's called piano is because originally the piano was called a piano forte because you could play soft and loud on it. So they called it a piano forte. And then they just dropped the forte and just called it a piano, which is a lot easier to remember, right? So at measure 9, you have a piano there, which means it gets real quiet. Does it anywhere else, does it get loud again by the end of the song? Are there any other dynamics?
I don't see.
I don't see any either. So that means the first half of the song is medium loud, and then the second half is quiet. So the song ends quiet, right? Kind of like a lullaby. It just kind of ends nice and resolves, and it's very pretty. Can you play from measure 9 to the end and try and play it piano? I know you're on a keyboard, and that's kind of hard to do, but to your best ability, try to play quiet, okay? Very nice. And I appreciate that you tried to make them longer and more sustained. That was a very good job tonight. Good job. All right. And Miss Kaya, how do you think you did?
I'm good.
Good. Okay. Do you have dynamics in your song?
Yeah, for the
Yep.
part with the C and when I'm in C position.
Yep. So at the beginning of the song, it's mezzo forte. And what did I say that meant?
Like medium loud,
Medium
normal,
loud. Okay. And then at 9, it was
loud, forte,
loud. And you played your C's very loud, very nice. And then it goes to
soft, piano.
soft, and you did that. So it's kind of like this second half is an echo, right? Because when we have an echo, it's softer than the original. And if you look at the notes, the two measures are exactly the same. So it's like it's a little echo. And then it goes to medium loud again to end the song, right?
Mhm.
Good. And you did a really good job of playing forte and then piano and then medium loud. Um, the only question I have is how many beats does a half note get?
2.
2. And at least you were consistent. But every time you played this right here, you made this a little too short. It was more like it was a quarter note and then you went in. So make sure, even though we have two half notes, right? And we have to kind of pause a little bit and we're nervous and stuff, that we still count. So we go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and okay, right? Can you try that at measure 5? Can you start at measure 5?
Um,
And and then make sure this one gets its full 2 counts. 1, 2. go. So just remember as you're going through, and I know you're doing it from memory, which is awesome. Good job. That pause needs 2 beats before you move on. Okay? All right, ladies, you both did an amazing job tonight. Very short performance seminar, but that's okay. Just the two of you. It came and hang out with me. I appreciate that. Keep doing what you're doing, and I will see you guys later.